It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up two straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be...
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Dings it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays. Wants
to fire on second down. He's got him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Fires to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Running room in the middle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
To the air on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Third down play from the gun. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This offense is Oh, good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Canes line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
It's Willihan. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Break and runs through another guy. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down. Touchdown, TCU! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've gotten nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Caught near the sticks. It's quick. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Finds his tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Canes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10.
There he goes. Powers through. He's up to 86 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. The Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his...
Touchdown, TCU! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
35, Miami 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continuing, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's quick. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Canes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it slips just inside that right upright.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This is a designed run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Here we go.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the gun, running back on the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. He's got 93 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Handoff from the gun. Quick spin on the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Connors. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the deflection on third down, how big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's quick. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Shakes off the defender. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back.
Man, I'm roughing them up, boy. You hear me? We had a half day of work, boy. I'm roughing them up, boy.
Finish strong. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Tight end about to win the John Mackey Award too, bro.
Down, but he's got enough to get it across the
Roughing
line
them up
to pick
over there,
the
Juddy,
first
boy.
down.
My boy Juddy.
The sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Boy, we're having a little fun, man.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
Out route, there you go. That boy money, dog. I swear to God, that tight end money, boy. 357, Juddy. I'm fooling with it, man. I hope you stick around to the end so you can see how many my stat line, man.
Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Oh, tap X. He's a freshman right there. I had to play him, though. I had to play him. I'm thinking the longer we go in these dynasties, I got to start playing freshmen instead of redshirting, bro. Just because, like, 27 will be here before you know it, so you want to get the most out of your recruits, man. I don't want to talk about recruits. Yeah, hey, no, Jack's slinging it, bro. Hey, your dude's slinging it, dog. I think the thing was, though, I got excited, dog. No homo, when you said that you was going to try to go for the Heisman. I'm like, man, let me see how good I can get this quarterback, because at the time he wasn't that good, and so I've been stacking stuff the whole time, stacking abilities the whole time with him. And I think, when you win, when you win a natty, now winning 2, you get a chance to do some good stuff, dog, and you get a chance to get more bonuses than you would get regularly. And you know that as well as I do. So from a development standpoint, he's a dual threat. He's not even a pocket. I just recruited a pocket guy, so I can only imagine. Oh, good in route, boy. Look, I don't have fast guys, Juddy, but they all have like short hands. And you can check the route out too with 15. See? They're like gritty possession guys.
nation, and this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over
They're like
200
greedy
yards in this
possession
game,
guys.
but it's because
So it's not
he's got
like
people helping him
I
out.
may not have 99 speed, 99, 99. You know, I may not have that, but my dude's gonna be tough as hell, and they're not going to be messed off. Yeah, 100%, bro. Absolutely. But I put it toward their strength, though. You're right. I put it toward their strength, though, bro. I put it directly toward their strength. We'll give it a whip wrap. Yes, sir. That's a hard combination to stop, dog. That's a hard one to stop real life, though, too. That's hard. You got 4 over 3. They can't stop everything, man. That's tough. That's tough right there, man. But no, I think if they're greedy possession, I do like break tackle, strength, stuff like that. So if they catch one and they get hit, they're not falling down. So it's kind of like having glorified big-ass running backs, a receiver, who have great hands, but they may not be that fast. They may be like 91, 92 speed, 93, but their route running is ridiculous. The route running is ridiculous, and they're able to catch everything too, Juddy. So that's kind of how I try to do it. And one thing I didn't know, give me that. Ooh. One thing I didn't know, like I didn't have this many stars on defense at the beginning of the year, but they kept on stacking abilities, so it turned them into stars. I don't know if you peeped that though. They turned into stars. I got a lot of young guys playing in transfers. That's my sophomore elite safety. He's a 98 now, but they're stars now, but they weren't. They weren't stars at the beginning of the season. They're just like just regular dudes.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back.
Look at that. Oh.
He's got some space. Really good job by everybody.
So I went from running for what 3,000 last year to now throwing for like 5,000. Just trying to morph into what I have. You know, we talk about. There you go. We talk about getting your team to look like what you want it to look like, dog. So that's what I try to do.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this.
And I would say, since I got love for Miami, I'm gonna be relentless. See this? I'm in a good spot. I'm gonna let Corey. I want Corey to play Oklahoma State in the SEC championship game, so I ain't got to worry about that game. Let them two play, and I just sit back like Corey did last year. Sit back and let them thug their mug out. I rest up and get healthy and have a home game for the playoffs and see what happens. So we'll see. Hopefully I play Juddy. No, I'm fooling with you, bro. I ain't trying to do that. Just trying to live righteously. Oh, no smoke. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Give me that. Look, there it is right there. There it is right there. Yep. Can break a tackle. Can break a tackle. That's it right there. Can break a dang tackle, dog. Can break a tackle. That's exactly what I was talking about right there. Not fast, not gonna blow nobody away. No, CLP gonna be real good, dog. It'd be the usual suspects, dog. Next year I anticipate everybody being in because y'all will be that much stronger. I know you'll be in that mug this year. You at 8. You gonna keep in that mug. Cam is gonna get there. Cam came back and got to within 3 points of me yesterday. So Cam gonna be there next year for damn sure. He gonna be way better than he was at Oregon State. He's good now. Give me that. So he gonna be good next year for sure. So we should have damn near all of us in. D. Lands, if he gets something decent, he'll probably leave Kansas. Omar ain't been playing bad. Just gotta get to another spot. So yeah, if we're all fully loaded, I think we should get at least 5 users in, 5 or 6 users in.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got.
I wish Dave was still going to be playing. If Dave would get in the next year, I don't know how the hell Ohio State's that bad, man. I don't get it.
got to throw first down.
Oh, I paused. I thought he got sacked. Oh, I tracked it. That's my fault. But yeah, if you'd have told me that Ohio State was going to be that bad, I would have said you were a liar. I've seen nothing but success out of them. They got some dudes. Screen.
Explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
So I don't know.
And gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next
I don't know what it is. I gotta ask them, like, what the hell happened to the team? Oh, they got their backup in now. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the dogs off myself.
He's really close to that first down.
I'm gonna call the dogs off myself. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to play no more. I want to go to these stats real quick and see what these stats looking like. So give me about a minute, and I'm gonna fast forward this joint. I don't even want to play, to be honest with you. So let's see. Oh, we got the backups in here right now. So Fields will be in. Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Off play action.
Out of bounds. Beautiful.
Able to get a foot down in bounds and make
Let's see if he made this one. He's 3 for 3.
Pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go.
After this, somebody go to the stats real quick, bro. Let's see. From the fast forward this joint, I don't even care. Good kick. God dang.
And this one's
He got the best kicker. Look at that.
Well, they got 3 back.
All right. I love this stuff, but I don't care. Play out. Jump ahead, bro. I have zero ego. I don't care if they score or not. There you go. Good. Good for you. I don't care. I want to see these stats real quick. I'm going to show you if you're still there, Juddy. I think I'm at 5,000 now. It should be close. Oh, the tight end got the receiving record? Oh, sheesh. Touchdown record, too? Dang, Juddy. Receptions record? How many did he have? That's why you can tell I be running the ball, dog. That's how you can tell I be running the ball. I be straight running the ball, dog. Ooh. God dang, dog. That's crazy. This is the most I've ever had. Dang, that's wild. That's 77% completion. 59 and 9. And I still got 1,000. Yep, that's what. Yeah. 18 tutties on the ground. I distribute the ball pretty well, though. Yeah, I don't care who catches the damn thing. Just catch it. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, man, that's beautiful work. Where am I at overall team-wise, though, bro? See, I told you Cam was going to be up there. Let's see, where am I yards per game? Passing yard is number 1. Goddamn blue up there. I ain't playing around, boy. You hear me? Dang, Juddy, you got 63? Shit, that's tough. Defense, I don't think I'm anywhere close. Points a game? Nah. Points? Damn, dog. Passing, where's rushing? Okay, I know I'm in there somewhere. I won't give up too many on the ground. Okay. 48 sacks ain't bad. 12-19. Damn, well, y'all boys be ball hawking, cuz. All right, Jody, let's see what I got. Let me see. What do I have next? And I needed to play that freshman, dog. See, he redshirted, but he gonna be really good. He gonna be really good. If I get that halfway decent, he's gonna be good to go. Obviously, my quarterback now is right here still. Oh, he got 13 points? Say less. Now we talking. See, that's what I've been doing all year, bro. He started out like at an 80, 85, 86. Tell y'all, the best one on the game is the contact seeker. Ever since I saw, I think, Blue and somebody else had one, I was like, I'm sold. I ain't doing nothing else. He's a senior, so there ain't really much I can do. One of my receivers the one who was catching every damn thing. They ain't that fast, though. He about to leave. He's fast, but he about to leave, so I got these big old dudes, these route running dudes who can just catch. Yep. These route running dudes. That's all I be trying to do is get dudes who can run routes. They not fast, but they can catch. That's all I try to go for, dog. I'm trying to recruit that stuff. That's all I recruit. And then I made a big jump up front, though. Sophomore, he gonna be good. Yeah. See, you got freshmen playing now. So, yep. Got the backers fast. On my corners. See, I redshirted everybody, and now they doing better.